There's an awesome
Go
story
ahead.
about Tiger Woods when he was early in his career and he realized that he had some, how would you say, perversions in his swing. He had some
Perversions.
inefficiencies, perversions. Yeah, sure. He had
It's
some
just
perversions
funny.
elsewhere as well. He had some perversions in his swing that was causing him to be less accurate and less consistent than he needed to be. And the decision was, look, if you want to be the best in the world, we need to rebuild your swing from scratch. And this meant that he had to take a bunch of steps back. He'd stopped being system one. He could have gone on being the perfectly adequate version of Tiger Woods for the rest of his career without having to do this. So he purposefully had to get worse before he could get better because he was going to have to relearn all of the different things. And I kind of feel like there's an analogy to draw here between this and purposeful conversationalizing.
100%. And I don't know how Tiger went about that. And maybe there is a better way that I've yet to discover, but it's the way that I did it because I was getting overwhelmed when I was trying to do everything. I remember just being like, okay, and you stand like this and you do this. And all of a sudden I could be in his social interaction and not have been there literally at all. I was just totally in the realm of thinking, planning, scheming in my head. And so that didn't work, which is why we went back to let's take one element of the swing at a time. Let's start with just doing what we do with a different grip. Let's worry about the hips. Now, and that was how over time I was able to still be in interaction, still be in my head a little bit, but building towards what wound up becoming a very different way after months and years of doing this, of being generally.
Yeah, and I'm guessing that repetitions of this is...
Oh gosh, yeah, and you nailed it. Yeah, I'm forgetting the most basic stuff, and I appreciate you bringing it up. It truly is just reps. The nice thing is that, you know how there's beginner gains in the gym? Because nobody focuses on this stuff, it comes so quickly. This is not like, it's easier than learning an instrument. It's easier than putting on muscle mass. And it's because it's like if you lived in a world where no one worked out, how quickly could you go to the gym before your body made you exceptional? Like, it wouldn't take very long. And that's the world that we live in with regards to charisma, is nobody's working on it. So all you have to do is this very small amount before people are going to start to notice that you're in an elite tier, which is awesome. And that's not anything to do with what we teach, but just the fact that there's almost no competition.
The bar is set incredibly low.
The bar is low, yeah. That's
low.
the truth. If you want to go deeper on this, more confidence, more charisma, and how to show up in a way that has presence in every area of your life, we've built a program that will help you do exactly that. Here's what one student had to say. I went from this very weird person who missed social cues to this guy that could keep a conversation going and make people laugh. The course is called Charisma University. It's had tens of thousands of students go through it, 30 days long, fully guaranteed. If you don't think it was worth it, you get a refund right from inside the program. There's a link on the screen here and in the description. I hope you decide to check it out.